everyone, my name is The Clever Fool. Welcome to the final, yes, the final episode of Three Kingdoms 3, Long Divided, a scenario featuring the Chinese, created by Philadelphia, available on the mod browser, skipping the intro, yada yada yada, because you have seen it all in the first episode. Anyway, so we began with the Talway, and we are ending with the Shu Han. I did do this on purpose. I figured ending as one of the three kingdoms, starting as one of the three kingdoms would be appropriate. And I believe the Shu Han can train Chu Ko Nu, so the titular Chinese unit here. So, founded by the great Liu Bei, the kingdom of Shu Han claims legitimacy through the ruling family's distant relations with the old Han dynasty. Followers of the Liu family have settled in a region still inhabited by non-Chinese tribes. The brilliant Zhuge Liang is secure as regent and loyal to the Liu family. Rather than grasping for power, he uses his genius to unify and develop the region by focusing on policies. These will help develop the young emperor and his lands. Skirmishers, spearmen, villagers, and towers are stronger. Unique technologies benefit archers and can train Chu Ko Nu at the castle. Can also enact policies. Cool, so let's go ahead and just check out all the other ones that we have gotten to so far. This is Gong Sun Yuan. His faction involved taking over this little town here really quick. And then building up to eventually advance to the Imperial Age and take out Orange, the Xiongnu, as well as the Talway. Very, very easy mission when I played it. All you have to do is turtle up just a little bit, and you can establish a trade route with Korea and Japan, and you'll be very safe and set up for a good end game here. This was the Xiongnu. The Xiongnu overall were also pretty easy. They had really beefed up cavalry archers and good stable units. These are kind of like playing as the Tatars, sort of. You're not really nomadic, even though you start off nomadic. You aren't really. And I don't remember exactly who Guantibal had to take out in the end. I don't remember if it was all of the factions or if it was just like red and yellow, or just red, yellow, and blue, or something like that. But overall, this mission was also quite easy. I think position-wise, he was also in a good position to choke out the Yan as well. So really, you can't go wrong with this one. Cavalry are always a pleasure to play with, and without having any weird gimmicks, it's a pretty standard build and destroy. The Shanbei, on the other hand, do have a nomadic component to it, where in the early going, you're really scrapped for resources, you only have a few villagers, and you don't have an opportunity to really advance too much technologically. Eventually, you're able to capture this great tent, which is somewhere in between Orange and between Xiongnu and Shanbei here. And the tent allows you to train Mengugai, but not only that, it allows you to train it allows you to research a bunch of technologies that improve your light cavalry and your cavalry archers. After you get to a certain point and you've gained enough momentum, the game shifts to a style where you're trying to capture one of the main three kingdoms and overthrow the emperor. You do this by destroying. You do this by destroying the. You do this by damaging one of the palaces enough, and then you can take control of the entire area. In my case, I took control of the red area, which we will talk about in a little bit, and the whole place becomes yours, and you're able to build town centers and boom up really quick. And there's a really fun aspect of this transition as you're still holding off enemies. And but once you do this transition, your cavalry are so powerful that you can really have a great time just running over everyone on the map. So here we have the Heishan Bandits. This is a special faction where you kind of have three criminal dens in each of the main cities, and the idea is to raid and cause insurrection and eventually I think destroy all three palaces or defeat all three of the main kingdoms. It's pretty fun. I will say that it's less of an Age of Empires style game and more of like a puzzle game almost. and all of the enemies are kind of toned down a little bit in what they produce to sort of bring themselves in line with what you are able to do. So it's a pretty fun mission overall. This one was very easy though. I thought it'd be more difficult, but really it's not that difficult. Once you get past the first 20 minutes or so, you'll be in great shape to win. The Talway are the originals. I would say that this was a really good one to start off with, and really, really fun. It's got build and destroy components, and teal and yellow and orange will attack you very, very quickly, and you'll be on the back foot if you're not careful. It's important to craft a good strategy and to not only boom, but also be able to defend your units pretty well, while buying additional, I think it was influence, to increase your population cap. This one was really, really fun. I think it was one of the most well-designed factions and levels for this game. This might even be the first level that was designed by Philadelphia. He'd have to confirm that. But this one was really, really fun. Build and destroy with an additional twist and lots of enemies to fight off, and eventually gain dominance over the entire region. Very, very fun one. Here we have Queen Himiko. This one is an economically focused one, where you're just trying to gather gold, wood, and food past a certain threshold so that you can ally with each of the 3 kingdoms. It's pretty cool. It's very simple though. I'd say play this one if you are just trying to relax a little bit and city sim a little bit. It's not all that hard. But there are some weird things where, for example, if you lose your monks early, you can lose. If you don't properly set up a home base, you can lose. It's hard to get gold sometimes. Really, it's not super fun. I didn't enjoy it all that much, but it's definitely different. And if you're into a city sim, this is the faction to play. Also, we have the Donghai Pirates, which we just played last episode. This one is pretty cool as well. There's no eco-management to speak of. You're just raiding different places, and you're getting different bonuses as you raid them. I really got a kick out of this mission. It's cool to play the underdogs. It's cool to be a military faction. One thing I didn't really like about it is that it ends up being you sort of farming the gray units all over the map, and less of raiding the 3 kingdoms themselves, because they're just so much more powerful than you are. Though I guess that's part of the theme, and that's pretty cool. The execution overall was pretty good. Do buckle in. It might take you a little bit longer to play this one than other games. Finally, we also have the Sungu Kingdom, where midway through, as you're developing, you get your lands annexed from you. And you kind of have to recapture them. While you're building your initial base, your son is kind of building an auxiliary base, but he's an AI-controlled ally, so really what I did was distribute a bunch of resources to him just to see what would happen. Execution is kind of there. It's a little bit unclear what the best strategy is, but it is a new mechanic, and it is a pretty unique mechanic as well. Very rarely do you find yourself using the tribute mechanic for a base swap. And there's, of course, like the aging mechanic where you have to buy like an elixir of life to prolong your run and eventually decide to let this leader pass on. Story-wise, thematically, it's pretty darn cool. I enjoyed this one a lot. And here we have the Lady Chu, the Viet people. This one you have a very low population limit. You only have 75 population. And you gain Scorn, which boosts Lady Trung by losing units. Honestly, I didn't really enjoy this mechanic very much because I just prefer to train elite units and not lose very many of them. Just get to the Imperial Age and do my thing, right? Early on, I rushed down purple and eliminated him really, really quickly, though. So I can kind of see this being a pretty brutal slogfest if you don't eliminate purple early enough. After eliminating purple, my main objective was to destroy one palace, and green was already attacking me anyway, so I decided to attack green. Furthermore, green during this scenario was not as aggressive and did not produce as many units as he does in other matches, so it's a little bit of like a smaller scale level, so to speak. It definitely feels like a small mission, like a side quest. So it was enjoyable overall, but there's nothing super special to say about this one. Also, we have the yellow turbans here. This one has a variation of it, which is very similar in Three Kingdoms 1, I believe, where you can only get villagers by converting, and you can only like, you can't build TCs or anything like that, and training units is free, but it takes a freaking long time to train units. This one is, in my opinion, more it's better designed than the than the yellow turbans mission in Three Kingdoms 1, simply because the pop cap is higher, so you can kind of leverage the human wave tactics much better than you could in Three Kingdoms 1, where you were limited in population space. I think overall the mission runs more smoothly, and also you need to be really fast in the early stages to make sure that you don't get yourself snuffed out. I think thematically that's cool and it's appropriate, and I think like having just a flood of free units constantly being spammed across the map is also pretty devastating. It's a unique experience overall. I did enjoy playing the yellow turbans on this map much more than I did in Three Kingdoms 1, because there isn't really a monk faction, or rather, I think for purple, if purple is the monk faction, then I took care to take them out early. That being said, you know, to unlock the next age, you have to get to like 75 pop. Then to get to 150 pop, it would be nice if you had a bit of population leeway. So like, if you had 75 pop, if the threshold was 75, maybe they could give you a pop cap of 76. I feel like that would make things a lot smoother. What was happening to me a lot of the times was I would get to 74 pop and I'd start producing my last unit, but then and then the rest of the production isn't going because I'm pop capped, and then I would lose a unit and that would start a new unit production. And so I had to kind of coordinate it so that I had a brief like 20 to 30 second period where I didn't lose any unit, and that was very, very hard when all you're working with is Karambit warriors against stronger units. I think if they gave you like a little bit of a window there, that would make this experience even more smooth and even more enjoyable. And of course, we also have the Sun Wu Kingdom. This one is interesting because a lot of enemies attack you quite early on. You need to play a bit defensively early on as well. But you get to build your population cap as you complete objectives on the map and pay off concubines, and your infantry get ludicrously strong, like super, super strong because of their bonuses, and then eventually you can just crush everything in a wave of infantry. I thought this was also like one of the really fun ones. So both the main kingdoms were very fun experiences. That's why I kind of wanted to end on a main kingdom as well, with Zhuge Liang, which is a historical figure I actually recognize, which is pretty cool. I think, what else do I have to say about this one? I think this one was nice because you actually gain favor by completing objectives. So it was actually in my best interest to complete a lot of the side quests. And I thought that was pretty neat as well. Though in the end, I did reach a point where I was spending the gold to purchase the favor to increase my population cap as well. Pretty fun overall. I think in the end, I had to defeat all 5 kingdoms for this one, so it's going to be a bit of a longer experience. Anyway, let's go ahead and get started here with Zhuge Liang. His ingenuity is famous throughout China. His ability to forge an unlikely alliance between Liu Bei and Sun Quan led to Cao Cao's defeat at Red Cliffs. Now we are Shu Han's most powerful minister. We want to develop commanderies in this region and begin preparations for war with the other kingdoms. Okay, so right away I'm just going to build a TC on this wood line. We'll bring these draft animals here. We don't have any housing, so Chinese get 10, I think, 10 pop space per TC. And wow, there's a lot of piggies out here to farm up. The Manman barbarians inhabit lands that would be better used for cultivation and mining. Subjugating them would bring China's southwestern borders into the empire. Good to know.
准备就绪。
I'm gonna have Zhuge Liang clear out these barbarians here real quick.
神马好，准备就绪。
准备就绪，征收人。
何主命令？
什么？正确。建筑工。
Zhuge Liang, the Emperor's young, relies on your genius to rule the kingdom by enacting policies. Okay, we direct the kingdom towards certain strength, rewarding the Shi, strengthens armies, Nong lowers population, and Gong and Shang strengthens economic output. I can only do 5 policies total. Okay, I hope I can check them out somehow. So Shi improves military by 1. Okay, Nong increases population by 15, and Go and Shang invest in artisans and merchants, providing a source of free resource income over time. Okay, that's pretty cool.
喂。准备就绪，建筑工。
So right away, I'm going to start booming up here. I'd like to scout around a little bit more here, just to make sure I'm not missing out on any animals.
何主命令？好，行，遵命，遵命。
什么？
My current population limit is only 75, which is rough. And if I enact all policies towards population, that would be 15 times 5, 75, so it would be 150 population.
准备就绪，喂，什么？
Which is also pretty crazy if you ask me.
伐木工。
So I'm gonna have a really low population in this game by the looks of it. That might end up being pretty rough.
准备就绪。神马行。
为何主命令？建筑工。
Let's build a couple more houses. We do have more resources here, so I did notice that we're actually getting much more benefit than before. I'd like to get a castle down here at a certain point to ward off attacks from the south. Okay, we have new objectives. Defeat the Nanman and capture the Great Tent to be able to train Mengyudai, okay?
何种命令？
什么？准备就绪，正确。
You're kidding me. Of course he picks the perfect position to wall himself in.
为
Do I have a stone mine anywhere? I do notice that my area doesn't have great resources nearby, which can be problematic.
喂，
何主命令？为伐木工、建筑工。
Let's build up a dock here. Keep turning out villagers. And our policies are also quite expensive. 5 total policies. Okay, I think what I want to try out is I'll maybe do one of each. Scholars tell of 2 kingdoms northeast of China that have not paid tribute in many years. They should be found. Sure.
What? 建筑工。
什么？
为粮草征收人。
准备就绪。
The fact that we don't have many good resources nearby is kind of troubling. I didn't realize this. Even though we began with a pretty good stockpile, I'm not so sure if that will continue onwards later.
什么？准备就绪。好，好，遵命。何种命令？遵命。好，遵命。好。攻击，遵命。
何种命令？建筑工。
准备就绪。行行好。何种命令？
I don't know why I got Sima Yi.
什么好？行，遵命。
Did I just have him originally? I just didn't know I had him.
准备就绪。行，遵命。行，遵命。好。
That is a rip and piece, I guess.
为正确。建筑工。
I want to expand southeast here. And get some more gold, maybe. I don't have any gold mines like remotely nearby. I have this area that's kind of nearby. I'm gonna need to expand and wrest control of this area that's really resource rich. Okay, let me get to the next age, please. I don't have a market yet. Go ahead and build one of those. Train a villager, train another fishing ship. And I'll start with the resource policy. Come on, market, get up, please. Thank you.
何种命令？遵命。粮草征收人。
准备就绪。什么？建筑工。
什么？行。好，行，遵命。
准备就绪。
为建筑工。
I just saw red making a pass towards me, so I am freaked out.
何种命令？
I have no gold.
准备就绪，行，遵命。行，好。
为建筑工。什么工？行，建筑工。
什么？何种命令？什么？
准备就绪。
何种命令？遵命。行。作战。是。
喂，何种命令？准备就绪。
何种命令？
Alright, that went pretty well actually.
什么？
Better than I could have reasonably hoped, I think.
建筑工。
New Sue, a new hero is available at the capital. Great. I need gold to enact this new policy.
何种命令？正确。矿工。 准备就绪，建什么？建筑
什么？建筑为建筑工。
种命令？喂，正群。好。
准备就绪。
准备就绪。遵命。建筑工。
何种命令？为建筑工。
Okay, I will now receive free resource investment over time. That is pretty darn cool.
什么？好。粮草征收人。
Sadly, it's not like I can live without villagers, though. Because you need villagers to build things, even if you have free resource income over time. That is pretty good resource income, though. I might do it a second time.
准备就绪。什么？准备就绪命令。为什么命？建筑工。为何种命令？建筑工。建筑工。
I think I want population limit too, though. Invest in my peasants. I think it's pretty cool that to a certain extent there's like replayability, right?
准备就绪。
Not enough stone just yet.
什么？遵命。
Let's not box ourselves in again.
准备就绪。
Let's build a university here. Build ourselves, get ourselves handcart.
为何种命令？建筑工。什么？为营修理工。
喂。
If they don't attack, I'll happily let them ignore me.
准备就绪。何种命令？什么？ 建筑工准备就绪。为何种命令？伐木工。什么
I'd like to get to the Imperial Age at some point. Get a castle online. I don't need town patrol, like archer armor.
何种命令？伐木工。准备
These attacks have been very lighthearted, honestly. Half-hearted, so to speak. I'll get another one of these investment policies.
什么？好，建筑为正确。行。粮草征收人。什么？遵命为正确。粮草征收人。何种命令？行。遵命伐木工。伐木准备就绪。为好。伐木工。
什么？
何种命令？什么？准备就绪。行。伐木工。建筑工。
准备就绪。是。
何种命令？
什么？粮草征收人。
为粮草征收人。
准备就绪。何种命令？建筑工。准备就绪。粮草征收人。
Haven't been intimidated by the opponent at all so far. Let's get to Imperial Age. And the thing is, do I care about attack of military units? I don't honestly think I care. Like, does it would need... The only way it would matter is that if it would break a bunch of breakpoints, you know? And I just can't foresee that happening. I guess it's like... It would be most military units, right? So... Theoretically...
何种命令？
为遵命。行。
Let's grab that relic, bring it home. Like, theoretically, it would be the equivalent of like a crap ton of blacksmith upgrades, and then we get blacksmith upgrades on top of it, so I guess that kind of justifies it. But then remember, we have to remember that like we have a low population cap as well. I think like traditionally just going for pop cap is the best, and it happens to just be the most expensive one. I mean, I definitely think I need some investment in population.
何种命令？为遵命。矿工，矿工。
准备就绪。矿工，建筑工。
But like again, I'm not in any major rush here. We have two layers of stacked resources here, and that will help us. Fearsome and proud warrior. We got a new hero available at the capital.
何种命令？何种命令？好。
Okay, that's good. Thank you.
遵命。遵命。好。行。
We'll grab a relic as well. Rocketry gives... Yeah, so this is range, and then attack. Towers have attack. Oh, well. I think, like, to round things out, just having a base of Chu Ko Nu and trebuchets will be the answer. Let's do population cap here.
什么？喂，矿工。
什么？行。
何种命令？
准备就绪，矿工，建筑工。
为何种命令？矿工什么？准备就绪。何种命令？为修理工。矿工。准备就绪。什么？
Because like resource inflow is kind of like substituting for villagers, you know? Whereas attack is really only substituting for military. And military is like, having numbers is much more important than attack in my experience.
好，建筑工。什么？行。
什么？喂？正确，建筑工。
为何种命令？伐木工。 准备就绪，建筑工。
And we only need to defeat the two other kingdoms. That's another thing to consider here.
何种命令？建筑工。为准备就绪，建筑工。
何种命令？建筑工。喂，行。 建筑工。
什么？何种命令？遵命。建筑工。
I will say, compared to earlier levels, this one's quite a letdown. Not much action has even taken place yet. Okay, I'll do the Shu once, just to like humor the custom scenario, right? Just so that we can see that it's in effect. But I don't really have faith in it. If it were up to me, I'd probably stack 3-2 or maybe go 3-5 even. I don't even feel vaguely threatened right now. Eight plus 6. I guess that works. Pair up the TC here.
准备就绪，矿工。
Okay, that is annoying because it's idling a lot of my eco. But again, like, they're just going around the castle, right? So it's not a huge deal. Get some housing. 1,200 food, 300 gold. Okay, we received 250 gold, probably because we got the secondary objective there. Ah, and now things are getting a bit interesting. Yeah, this is where things get much more interesting.
为修理工。
何种命令？行，好，作战，进攻。行，是。
什么？农夫。建筑工。
什么？遵命。好。何种命令？攻击。好。作战。
何种命令？
什么？行。好。行。好。行。好。遵命。行。准备就绪。进攻。好。攻击。作战。是。遵命。攻击。
准备就绪。
何种命令？攻，行，作战，遵命。是。
为修理工。什么？建筑工。
何种命令？修理工。修理工。
Okay, adding purple to this equation does make things a little more complicated.
正确。
何种命令？建筑工，准备就绪。建筑为建筑工。
什么？好，作战。 准备就绪。
准备就绪。矿工。
什么？
何种命令？什么正命
I want to find something up here that's worth taking, like worth casting.
何种
we'll do heated shot up here.
建筑工，
什么？何主命令？为正确行。
I think there should be some like gold or something up here, right?
为正确，何种正确？准备就绪。什么？为矿工，
准备就绪。
什么？行。
何种命令？
何种命
There
令？
is stone up here, so I will
准备
castle.
遵命。
准备就绪。农夫。
And the influx of resources is starting to come in
遵
handy.
命。好。遵命。好。准备就绪。
准备就绪。
什么？行。何种命令？什么？何种命令？准备就绪。好。行。什么？遵命。准备就绪。何种命令？遵命。
何种命令？
何种命令？建筑工，
准备就绪。何种命令？什么？好。遵命。好。准备就绪。
Alright, so I have no alliances to speak of. I think what I might want to do is actually
行。
loop back up in this direction and focus on taking out red here. I don't want to spread my forces too thin. Purple's already kind of taken care of because it's distracted by these guys.
准备就绪。进攻。什么？何种命令？准备就绪。作战。什么？何种命令？
为建筑工，
何种命令？好。
Thank you for bringing my attention, that relic to my attention.
什么？好。行。遵命。好。
Gotta focus our forces here. We only have 105 pop cap to work with in total, right?
行。
So that means we have to make sure that our attacks are efficient. So I think if we can keep red occupied, keep purple occupied and then kill red, then we can just turn around and kill purple. Oh, we have to defeat 5 kingdoms now. Well, I guess we have to defeat all of them. Okay, so that complicates things a little bit.
准备就绪。攻击。
何种命令？什么？准备就绪。建筑
为准备就绪。矿工。
什么？
为遵命。建筑工。
何种命令？准备就绪。伐木工。
什么？好。行。遵命。好。作战。喂。
喂。
Alright, things are looking pretty good now. We got plenty of stone in the bank. Our population is capped.
何种命令？ 建筑工。
何种命令？停！好，停！是，准备就绪。
准备就绪。什么？准备就绪。建筑工。
何种命令？进攻。
Chu Ko Nu without enemy onagers are pretty ludicrously strong here. A land called Daqing, equal to China in wealth and splendor, is said to exist far to the west, but the route is only known to the most enterprising of traders. Finding this route will enrich China. Yeah, let's do it. Oh, that's an enemy treb. That's the first I've seen one of those in a while. We have 2 relics to our name, soon to have 3.
行。遵命。好。
什么？
何种命令？行，正确。遵命。建筑工。
准备何种遵命？进攻。行。好。 停！好，遵命。停！遵命。好。停！遵命。遵命。好。停！遵命。是。好。遵命。作战。停！好。攻停。遵命。作战。好。遵命。好。准备就绪。何种命令？好。停！遵命。好。停！
Yemen also makes these Chu Ko Nus absolutely ludicrously strong.
准备就绪。修理工。
Oh, I'm gonna lose those 5 villagers, unfortunately. Did I ever pick up faith? I would like to have faith. I did pick up faith. Very good.
什么？进攻！好。停！遵命。作战。停！好。遵命。何种命令？是。准备就绪。 好，停！遵命。进攻。
什么？准备就绪。遵命。建筑工。
什么？
Okay, seemingly has accepted his defeat. But now we want to move on to killing off teal and orange because they're working together.
何种命令？什么？为？准备就绪。工。行。建筑工。
准备就绪。好。进攻。何种命令？什么？停！是。好。攻击。遵命。准备就绪。进攻。停！好。 作战。何种命令？
何种命令？为好。遵命。好。正确。遵命。何种命令？
And so the nice thing about having resource replacement is that I can, like, as my resources stack up and my population is very efficiently reduced here, I can just replace villages that I lose with more military.
准备就绪。什么？何种命令？什么攻击？何种命令？好。是，停。作战。进攻。
This is not a good place for my troops to be. And yellow is also an obnoxious opponent to fight.
什么？为矿工。
什么？遵命。准备就绪。何种命令？进攻。是。作战。遵命。是。停。作战。什么？攻击。何种命令？进攻。准备就绪。是。什么？好。进攻。
何种命令？建筑工。
准备就绪。攻击。何种命令？好，停。
准备就绪。建筑工。
什么？好。行，命停。遵命。好。何种命令？作战。遵命。攻击。准备就绪。好。停。作战。何种命令？好。是。什么？
Okay, so Orange's most dangerous units are their cavalry.
进攻。何种命令？作战。
Simply because they can eat a lot of shots. That's really the only reason why they're dangerous at all.
进攻。准备好。攻击。什么？是。准备进攻。何种攻击？
Yeah, they can delete these skirmishers without any problems.
什么？准备就绪。建筑工。
什么？停。好。
何种命令？建筑工。
I'm pretty sure that the effect, the policy effect, is like the Fatoria effect.
何种命令？
And that's pretty cool because we get stone per second. So we'll always be able to build castles if we need to.
何种命令？作战。什么？何种命令？准备就什么？遵命。作战。准备就绪。遵命。攻击。
准备就绪。修理工。
什么？何种命令？遵命。停。进攻。什么？遵命。作战。准备就绪。攻击。进攻。何种命令？准备就绪。
为确修理工。修理工。 准备就绪。什么命？好，停。建筑工。
何种命令？停命。什么？好，是。
He's asking me to submit, but he's running feudal age units. I don't know what that's all about.
好。什么？
I am losing some preps for no reason there, but you know, like my resource influx is just so good that it doesn't even matter. As far as I'm concerned, pretty much already won here.
攻击。准备就绪。什么？停好，准备就绪。是。何种命？好，遵命。进攻击。 准备就绪，作战。什么？停。是。何种命令？什么命？进攻击。 准备就绪。何种命令？进攻。什么命？遵命。何种命令？遵命。准备就绪。
How much of orange could possibly be left?
遵命。正确。建筑工。
何种命令？作战。
Could we maybe consider training or researching spies? 2400.
准备就绪。作战。是。
It's like machine guns, man.
何种命令？遵命。攻击。准备就绪。行。遵命。是。好。作战。遵命。进攻。攻击。好。行。好。是。什么？行。遵命。好。何种命令？行。作战。准备就绪。什么？遵命。进攻。
We've actually lost quite a lot of villagers here. While my back was turned. But that's honestly okay, like this doesn't necessarily have to be my main base or anything. What I'm really surprised by is that Orange isn't dead yet.
何种命令？是攻。什么好？ 何种遵命？作战。停。进攻。
喂。
准备就绪。建筑
什么？何种命令？建筑工。
准备就绪。遵命。攻击。 何种遵命？作战。好。遵命。是。行。好。准备就绪。行。好。
Orange still refuses to give up. That's because he has town center over here. I mean, Teal would honestly be a lot more dangerous if he would just upgrade his freaking units. I am glad I upped my pop cap a couple times though.
准备就绪。为正确。建筑工。
准备就绪，何种命令？遵命。作战。准备就绪，行，进士。什么？作战。准备就绪。何种命令？攻击。
准备就绪，为命。建筑工。
什么？好命。作战工。
何种命令？
什么矿工？
何种命令？好。准备就绪。什么？准备就工。
什么？修理工。
什么？遵命。攻击。行。是。
何种命令？什么？正确。建筑工。准备就绪。
何种好？作战。
Sorry, and a hill disadvantage. Like if these were our ballisters, I don't think Chu Ko Nu by themselves would be good enough.
攻击好。是。何种命令？什么？好。遵命。
Not sure what where those guys are patrolling.
作战。何种命令？
I mean, I only have 12 Chu Ko Nu here. I think I might need to take a couple seconds to reinforce.
何种命令？矿工、建筑工为准备就绪。矿工。
何种命令？什么？进攻。作战。何种命令？是。准备就绪。进攻。何种命令？作战。
Orange is still as stubborn as ever, isn't he?
什么？进攻。
什么？建筑工。
准备就绪。遵命。攻击。何种命令？ 好
Starting to wish I just took only Popcat, man.
准备就绪，什么？遵命。好，何种命令？遵命。准备就绪。什么？行。准备就绪。好。什么？遵命。攻击。
Not sure what these guys have been patrolling back and forth for their entire lives. But it ends now.
准备就绪，作战。
周桑元。
何种命令？遵命。准备就绪，进攻。
准备就绪。
行。什么？进攻。作战。
This is actually a pretty scary forest down there.
准备就绪。什么？遵命。行。遵命。行。遵命。何种命令？行。好。
Probably gonna take that castle down, which is pretty hugely unfortunate. We're moving a bit too slowly, like, so much time has passed and I haven't actually even cleaned up orange yet.
何种命令？建筑工。
什么？何种命令？攻击。 准备就什么？行，进攻。好，行，遵命。好，攻击。
遵命。建筑工。
何种命令？什么？
何种命令？建筑工。准备就绪。
Maybe I should have prioritized purple, because they're the only ones that are a legitimate threat to me here. Like, these guys are going to clean up my castles without a doubt. And they have a very population efficient composition.
何种命令？好，作战，准备就绪。什么？何种命令？遵命。好。 进作战。
什么？为建筑工。
好。建筑工。
准备就绪。
Okay, fortunately I have tons of resources though, so I'm not too worried. I'll buy some stone if I have to with this market. It really is the pop cap in the end. Like, is one attack on 26 Chu Ko Nu worth less than 15 more Chu Ko Nu? It's hard to say, right? Let's get that stone.
准备就绪。攻击。进攻。何种命令？什么？行。作战。准备就绪。作战。
And the nice thing about teal is that they can't run. They're stuck on this peninsula pretty much.
什么？修理工。喂，伐木工。正确。行。好。行。什么？修理工。建筑工。
准备就绪。什么？好。何种命令？好。
何种命令？什么？为好。建筑工。
种命令为建筑工。
Someone's selling stone, so I'm more than happy to buy some.
准备就绪，进攻。
And Teal's actually been defeated already, so we can move away from him.
合主好。准备就绪。作战。神马好。遵命。停。 准备就绪，进攻。
准备就绪，何种准备就绪？
何种命令？准备就修理工。何种命令？准备就绪。矿工。喂。
什么攻击？ 何种命令？准备就绪，作战。什么攻击？何种命令？什么是？
I can't believe Orange is still trying to send units, man. I gotta say, I do respect the
准备
persistence.
就绪。何准备就绪，作战。什么遵命？ 遵命，进攻。何种命令？
什么？为正确。行。建筑工。
何种命令？什么？遵命。矿工。准备就绪。工。
什么攻击？好，是。 遵命，准备就绪，行进攻，攻击。
Orange is actually making a comeback.
是。
Respect, man, respect.
遵命，作战。
This is enough of a comeback to be annoying, too.
何种命令？什么命？好，进攻。准备就绪。何种命令？是。攻击。
什么？
喂，行。好，命。
准备就绪。何种命令？准备就绪。遵命，作战。
准备就绪。何种命令？建筑工。
何种命令？遵命。进攻。准备就绪。是。
Okay. Like, picture this, but I have like 50 cavalry running around, right?
什么？正确，正确。
That would ostensibly be the difference.
好。
They definitely have at least a functional archery range and at least a functional stable, and enough of an economy to back it.
建筑工。什么？
喂，准备就绪。
It's honestly kind of terrifying.
建筑工。
准备就绪。什么？停。好。遵命。攻击。好，作战。遵命。进攻。停。攻击。何种命令？好。是。什么？停。遵命。遵命。作战。进攻。 何种命令？是攻击。准备就停。什么？作战。攻击。何种进攻？准备就作战。
Fortunately, though, I think we've been past the stage of being able to lose long ago. Like, we got 25,000 gold. There's no real way for us to lose, so I'm kind of just enjoying myself for this last one.
作战好，是停，进攻好，是遵命攻击，准备就停，作战何种命令？什么？何种命令？中停作战什么？遵命进攻。
准备就绪，建筑工什么？
准备就绪，遵命。什么？是停。遵命进攻。停作战。好。是停攻击。遵命。
It's actually impressive the extent to which these guys were able to rebuild.
何种命令？攻击。 准备就绪，何种命令？遵命。行，进攻。
You even have stone miners over there in the east. Wow.
停，攻击。
什么？何种命令？矿工。
准备就绪。好。什么？遵命。好。行命。 作战，何种命令？什么？好，遵命。是，好，遵命。
何种命令？攻。
准备就绪，遵命。作战。
喂，遵命。 粮草分收人。
I'm kind of convinced these guys are doing it just to annoy me at this point.
准备就绪。
It's like the cockroach style deal, you know?
什么？准备就绪。
My population just simply can't be everywhere at once. Okay, Hanzhou is finally done.
何种命令？什么？停。准备就绪。 遵命，遵命。
I think we turn our attention to purple now.
准备就绪。
什么？作战好，进攻。遵命。是。好。停。作战好，攻击。停。遵命。是。停。遵命。作战进攻。好。遵命。攻击。进攻。
何种命令？什么？好，建筑工。
准备就绪，何种命令？建筑工。
为修理工。
什么？
何种命令？行为遵命。好，放工。
何种命令？攻击。
什么？建筑工。
什么？确，行，好，
准备就绪，何种命令？好，
准备就绪，建筑工。
准备就绪，遵命。行矿工。
什么？行。准备就绪，
为矿工。
何种命令？好。
Let's do spies now. So we can see everything. Oh, this castle's getting trebbed. That is no good.
什么？正确。建筑工。
准备就绪。
何种命令？修理工。
什么命？
准备就绪工。
purple and yellow, you guys have done well, but it
准
is
备就绪，为矿工
about
何种命
time
令？
I
建筑
ended your
工。
misery.
何种命令？准备就绪。什么？何种命令？进攻。准备就绪。什么？好。何种命令？什么？遵命。是。
什么？何种命令？为遵命。建筑工。
准备就绪。何种命令？好。什么？
准备就绪。行。建筑工。为修理工。
准备就绪。何种攻击？准备就绪。进攻。什么？何种命令？ 行好，准备就绪。何种命令？什么好？何种命令？攻击。准备就绪。遵命。行，遵命。是。什么好？行好。 遵命作战。何种命令？遵命。什么？进攻。准备就绪。攻击。何种命令？作战。什么？行好。是。准备就绪。 作战。什么？攻势。
何种命令？什么？正确。建筑工。准备就绪。何种命令？工。
何种命令？好，遵命。准备就绪。何种命令？作战。准备就绪。什么？作战。何种命令？遵命。准备就绪。 准备什么？好，攻击。何种命令？是。
准备就绪。为什么？好，矿工。
准备就绪。什么？好。准备就绪。何种命令？什么？命。何种命令？好。
建筑工。
什么？攻击。
I don't think we'll make the 247 deadline, but that's because I was kind of taking it easy. If I had to do it again, I'd probably just try to tackle purple first, and I'd be far more disciplined about killing off
什么？
正确。建筑工。
orange here. Or, yeah, orange.
好，准备就作战。什么？何种命令？什么？好，遵命。是攻击。准备就绪。 何种命令？遵命。什么？
何种命令？准备就绪。建什么？喂，好。建筑工。
准备就绪。遵命。进士。何种命令？什么？行。好。行。作战。准备就绪。进攻。
何种命令？
何种命令？什么？好。攻击。准备就绪。进攻。何种命令？好。遵命。攻作战。是。准备就绪。是。什么？何种命令？准备就绪。什么？何种命令？什么？准备就绪。进攻。行。遵命。作战。何种命令？
准备就绪。修理工。
什么？
什么？建筑工。何种建筑工？
准备就绪。
Alright, if we could win before 248, I would consider it a 247 victory.
准备就绪。好。遵命。行。好。是。什么？遵命。准备何种命令？攻击。
何种命令？
Gonna repurpose these guys as bowmen. Using all our trebs like that is not classy, but I'm feeling a little lazy at this point.
什么？进攻。何种命令？行。什么？好。何种命令？准备就绪。作战。好。行。进攻。好。什么？行。攻击。遵命。是。好。进攻。遵命。攻击。行。遵命。是。作战。行。遵命。好。是。行。作战。进攻。好。遵命。攻击。行。遵命。进攻。好。行。是。何种遵命？攻击。准备就绪。遵命。作战。什么？攻击。准备就绪。何种命令？准备就绪。行。好。作战。是。什么？行。作战。
什么？
正确。建筑工。
Well, it's 248. I guess we weren't able to do it in the end. Ripperoni, pepperoni.
进攻。准备就绪。
为矿工。
何种命令？好。 命。好，什么遵命？攻击。准备就绪。什么？是。何种命令？进攻。准备就绪。
But it's a nice, relaxing session to end on, I think. It's extremely well made. Kudos really to Philadelphia for creating this. Overall, the experiences were all really good and very polished. I enjoyed playing as the Chinese a lot. And I'd say green is probably the easiest one. The easiest out of the three kingdoms. I'd say it's always the hardest. Followed by Sun Wu, followed by Shu Han here.
何种命令？什么？建主公。
准备就绪。遵命。什么？准备就绪。是。 准备就绪。
什么命？建筑工。
什么？何种命令？准备就什么？进攻。
I always thought got a kick out of the bandits kind of just sitting here coexisting with the rest of the civs.
何种命令？作战，准备就绪，攻作战。何种命令？好。
准备就绪。
命令。建筑工。
什么？遵命。是。停。进攻。
喂，建筑工。
准备就绪。何种命令？什么？准备就绪。什么？好。作战机。何种命令？是。准备就绪。好。
什么？何种命令？
什么？进攻。何种命令？
命令，建筑工。
什么？遵命。准备就绪，何种命令？什么？遵命。 遵命，是。
There we go. That was easy enough. You have served your emperor with honor, helping him defeat his enemies and unite all of China. The heavenly mandate has been restored to its rightful place. What else will become of China? We have entered free play. Though why we would stay, I do not know, considering that we pretty much killed every kingdom in the world. But yeah, that was fun. A strong one to end it on, I'd say. Not too difficult, not too easy. You get the satisfaction of having really strong Chu Ko Nu just win everything over. This is why they have short range. Long range Chu Ko Nu would be a nightmare to deal with. Alright, well, at long last, that is that. I guess I'll just go ahead, hop over to one of these TCs that I have, and declare victory. Thank you guys for watching, everyone. My name's been The Clever Fool. I know I have a TC somewhere. I will see you guys next time. Bye-bye. Look at that military score. Wow.